All right. Good morning, guys. What's going on? Come on. So we've got a couple of good press releases today. I kind of have a big watch list, but we are going to narrow this list down here. Let's see why. I did a little extra digging last night to see what was running in some of these lower price stocks. And there was three of them. Three stocks under 50 cents that ran 100%. What's going on, Daniel B? And so that is very interesting. But we are in the middle of Fed meetings starting today, so volume is going to be a little wacky. It's going to be a little crazy. My favorite play right now is NAVB. They've got positive results of their first interim analysis of phase 2B study in rheumatoid arthritis. So that's pretty big, but it is, I wouldn't say nothing. NAVB has got some potential. Like, this press release is not the greatest, but it is positive. We just got to be careful because of this Fed meeting. And we are over the VWAP on it right now, so we won't see where it's going to go. And then the other guy, where did it go? So I was saying I have a big list today. VLRX. Positive H-patch apomorphine study. It's not amazing, but we have a very good chart pattern here. If this could break 168, we have room all the way to 649. Both of these stocks are under $2, so that means I can get a good bit of shares. But we're still not gonna. We don't want to be greedy today. We want to be very safe because, like I said, the volume is going to be a little wacky. The Fed meeting and everything else. Like I was saying yesterday, everything's going to be a little off. So we're going to want to be locking in profits fast. I'm just going to go and narrow this down. We got on GHI. Okay. Yeah, there's no volume yet, but there could be volume. That's why it's really not moving right now. It's because there's no volume. But if nothing else is going on, then we could easily get some volume. Now, if you guys remember, I've been talking about these shipping stocks, and GLBS is one of those shippers that can get moving. And in the last 2 days, it's went from 217 to 256. So shippers are starting to get some attention. So I want to keep them on watch. But yeah, there's not a lot of volume at all right now in VLRX, but it does have potential to gain some volume. What we got here? Strategic investment. Explore options. Okay. So press releases on this are garbage. They're not really telling us anything. But SCON, I think, is a known runner. They are above this 9. And we have room to 50 cents. Take that off. AWSM. So they have a partnership, 3-year partnership with the world's fastest gamer. I don't know what that's going to do for the stock, but I know that EA Sports stuff is pretty crazy right now. So that is kind of positive. Maybe if we broke 50 cents, we could get a move. I'll have to keep that on watch. CNET went on a nice move yesterday. And it's just a Chinese stock. What's up, One Life? Good morning. So, I don't know about CNET. I'm really leaning towards NAVB. I'm not going to lie to you guys. BNGO, we can take that off. ARN. Announces positive non-clinical. So that's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. If we broke 60 cents, we could see up to $1 on that. AXDS. Nothing really going on there. HTBX. Nothing going on there. And SIGL was one of those 100% runners yesterday while we were watching XNet. Fitbit. I'm not even sure what Fitbit's ticker symbol is. AVGR, what do we got? Third quarter results. AVGR has a nice squeeze. Is above these two indicators and has room 790. Question is, it says to announce. They haven't announced their results yet, so it's going to be hard to tell whether that's going to be good results or bad results. I'll take a look at Fitbit here in a second. Yeah, okay, so November 5th, they're announcing their results. So if people are expecting good earnings or any type of rumors, we could see this moving up. Just off of pure momentum of rumors. And then ship another shipping stock, which in the last 2 days has been moving a little bit. So we've got it smaller than it was. Let's see if I can find Fitbit here. Fitbit. Fitbit made a nice move yesterday afternoon. My question would be, what is the float of Fitbit? 258 million, so that's too much. We're not going to get the it did get a big move up yesterday, but it's just a little bit too big in float for me. From my personal experience. But Fitbit could be good. I don't know what their press releases were, but I know it's a pretty big company. So NAVB here, though, we've got room to go to 164. Dollar is going to hold up as strong support because it was a strong resistance before. And we really don't have anything else holding us back to that 150, 160 area. So I really am leaning towards it. You bought SHIP? Why did you buy SHIP? What made you do that? They're not running yet. Be careful with SHIP, because SHIP is a garbage stock. I don't know if you've already sold it or what your plan is with it, but you kind of want to wait till we get something else. NAVB is also the highest gainer today. For some reason, it's not showing up on the top 10% gainer list. But it's up 50%. Oh, so let's see here. Cracking down to the VWAP. The only problem is we're opening up right here in the middle. This is kind of like being on a deserted island because support is way down here. I mean, we do have support at $1, but on this yearly chart, we are just way in the middle. It's hard to say which way this is actually going to go, but what's your plan with SHIP, G? I'm just curious. So maybe cracking the VWAP here. I'd like to see a nice little pullback and then a U shape to the VWAP. It'd be a very predictable play. Nice cut and dry play. There's a lot of support at 110, but it's getting taken out. Yeah, well, no. Interesting. I don't want to. Oh God, I'm in the 5-minute chart again. At night, I look at the 5-minute chart. It really messes me up when I get back on here. So we did pop up to 125. So the 125 is going to be resistance on this play as well. Let's give that a second, see what that's going to do. SCON dropping down. VLRX, still no volume, but we are coming right up to the VWAP. GLBS. Everything opening up below the VWAP. AVGR opened above and dropped down. CNET dropped down. Ears. What is going on with ears? Nothing. Nothing is going on with ears. SSKN. ESEA. It was a very pumpy market yesterday, so that's what I'm worried about today, is it being very pumpy again. CNAB moving back up, it looks like. We got a quick hit on the VWAP. 125 is going to hold up as tough resistance. I really want a better pattern than this. Like I said, I want a very easy, predictable play today. I was wanting us to come down a little bit more and move a little bit longer before it broke the VWAP again. Interesting. Very interesting. So it looks like it's gonna. Well, maybe. Looks like it might try to test the 125. I'd rather it not right now. I'd rather it come back down some. There we go. Yeah, come on back down. VWAP's right at 115. See if 115 holds up here. What are you gonna do here? It looks like 115 is gonna hold up. So the VWAP's gonna hold up. We may look for an entry on the VWAP if possible. Because this hasn't had a big move since this morning, early in pre-market. So it could get ramped up to have another big move. Just wish we could get some predictability in it. Some type of pattern. We're not getting any type of pattern on this yet. 121, a lot of sellers there. Coming back up again. It's hard to say. Like I said, being in the middle of this yearly chart right here, it's kind of not great. How pre-market works. It's just like you can, like, most brokers will open the markets early and you can trade during that time, but you can only use limit orders. So I don't trade pre-market because I'm not a fan of limit orders. But it opens at like 7:30 I think is when you can first start trading. Some brokers open earlier than others, but it usually pre-market's when press releases and stuff come out. Let's see, another bounce potentially off this VWAP. Yeah, if it breaks 125, it's got room to 150. And 125 is going to be tough. But I'd like more of a pattern on this, and we're not getting much of a pattern yet. I mean, I guess you could kind of say this is not really though. I mean, the VWAP seems to be holding up. So, what's going on, real honest? I believe that's David. We are trying to fill the market out here. So here we come back up to 125. A lot of selling at 125. Looks like it's going to break though. Hey, George. Oh, yeah, there's George. What's going on, George? No, it didn't break 125 yet. I thought it was going to, but 25 is going to hold up. It's pretty tough support. So I said I wanted this to come around a little bit more. Oh, man. I'm going to go here because there's a big buyer at 125. Oh, don't freeze up on me. There's a big buyer at 125. What is going on with my buying power? Okay, so I mathed wrong and I can't get 150 shares or 800 shares. I can only get 700 shares. Thought I could get 800. Yeah, I think we can still go. So there we are. We're in at 127. So we're looking for that 150 move up. I got 700 shares, so if this drops that down to the VWAP, it's going to be really dangerous. want to see 125 hold up here, because I do not want to take a big loss on this small account. Okay, I might even lock in like 135 just for the small win. 130's looking kind of tough, so if we can break 130. Got in a little higher than I'd liked. I'd like to have been in 125, but we're going to see here, guys. We're going to see. VWAP's been holding up, and it's not been on a run since the open of pre-market, so drop back down to 127. Only back down to 123. We just want the VWAP to hold up for sure, but I'd really like to see a decent move on this. You got it at 110. Nice entry. Nice early entry. I'm kind of up higher than I would like to be. I'll be honest with you, but I mean, we've got a lot of room to run, so just need to get the volume in here. $116 still not bad. You're in better than I am. I'm a little high up. I'm a little nervous right now. If this thing comes crashing down, then it's gonna really hurt. Need to see this get over 130 here soon. A lot of buyers at 125, so 125 should hold up. Then we're moving up a little bit here. A little bit off the VWAP too. But we need to break 130 soon. $130 breaks is what we need. I am not comfortably in this play. I like to be uncomfortable, but I thought at the 125 break we was going to get a little bit more of a move than we did. And it's just kind of slowly moving around. Cracking back down some, but I'm probably going to hold as long as the VWAP holds up, because it's not that far down. Nice little pop there. Get it back up. NavB, you're making me nervous. Should be getting a better move than this. It's time to move on up. You haven't moved up at all pre-market, besides the first initial rip. It's time for you to get another rip. What's the float on this? 18 million, so it's a little bit slower mover, which I'm okay with. But we still should be getting a big move. At least a decent move. We've got some support right here at 123. These four different candles have hit 123 and it's held up, so the VWAP's at 120. Excuse me. Yeah, 120. Ooh, all the way back down to the VWAP. I want the VWAP to hold up. That VWAP cracks, I gotta get out. Ooh, that was a big crack. I'm trying to give it a second to see if it's gonna. I mean, it could easily pop right back up over the VWAP, so I want to make sure that it's not gonna bounce off. It's looking very, very sketchy right now. We have a bit of a trend line here, maybe forming. See, right now it's kind of bouncing back and forth whether it's trying to crack or not. So we want to see this VWAP hold up here. A lot of buyers at 119. We want to see if the VWAP's going to crack or not. It may not crack. It might have just been a little test. It may have just been a little test. See, we're back above that VWAP again. There's just one little quick red candle, and that's one reason I don't use limit orders, because this would have got me out right there if I used the limit order. And this play could still possibly run. It just came back down to the VWAP, that's all. I'm being very careful. Like I said, if that VWAP really has a strong crack, I'm getting out. It'll be about a $50 loss. Like I said, I am up higher than I'm in higher than I would like to be. I wanted to be in at 125. That would have been a lot better. Still struggling with 125. It's going to be a wacky week. I can already tell you that. It's almost not worth trading this week. I mean, I'm sure there's some trades to be made, but volume is going to be weird. We got this Fed meeting today, so. But I'm at least expecting a break over 130 on this play. That's not that crazy. Like a 130 break would not be that crazy. It was up at 150 in pre-market, so like I would at least expect to get to like 135. Just a small little run. On a hot market, we could see this at 150 and even over 150, but I don't got that much faith in it, to be honest with you. Like I said, I'd be happy with a break of 130, like a 135, get out for like a $70, $80 profit today. That would be a good day for me today. We're coming back up to this 130 again. Big seller at 129. That's going to hold that up. Get a little drop down there. We gotta get these big sellers out of here. A lot of selling at 128. So yeah, 130 for some reason is tough resistance. I'm not really sure why. I mean, I don't really see anything of any reason why. Yeah, probably 135 is what I'm thinking. If we get the break. If we get the 130 break, I don't see why we shouldn't see 135. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And on the off chance that a lot of volume comes in, if it does break through 130, and there's a lot of volume, we could see it push through 135 pretty easily. So I might be able to get a lot better. Might be able to get more than 10 cents. It's just hard to say right now. This week is just going to be so weird. I'm just having a lot of trouble right here. So it might have another little pullback down to that 123 area if it doesn't start to break here. Yeah. Could go all the way back down on the VWAP, and then we may see that. A lot of red on the time and sales there, a lot of selling. And we may test the VWAP again. Hopefully not. I'd really rather this stay somewhat above the VWAP. Like I said, that 123 is kind of holding up as some support. So I'd like to see that hold up some. And we've got 2 red candles in a row, maybe 3. So the next candle hopefully will be green. And we're coming back down to the VWAP. Oh, you're making me nervous. Come back up. Come back up here. Oh man, come on, green candles. There we go. So you see, we are starting to get a bit of a trend line forming. It's a little more straight up than I would like for a trend line, but trying to give NAVB a chance here. Is anything else going on? I don't really want to take my eyes off of this when it's this close to the VWAP, especially with 700 shares, because I can lose a lot more than I normally would on 150. So no, NAVB seems to be the only thing really going on. Come on, NAVB. Let's get over 130. It's not that big a deal. We're slowly building up, though, to 130. Building higher lows. Slow little build up. Big buyer at 125. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're going to break 130 here. Oh, right up to 130 again. A lot of red all of a sudden. We were right up to 130 and then it just couldn't break. I don't understand why 130 is holding up at such strong resistance. Trying to see here. 135 would be some resistance. Not really any reason for 130 though. Let's see if there's anything in pre-market I missed. Not really. I don't see why the 130 is holding up with such strong resistance. Maybe I'm missing something. But it is making me quite nervous. Hey, look at there. I learned a thing. So we're still right on this trend line too. I want that to hold up. I'd like to see this trend line hold up. I definitely need the VWAP to hold up, but this stock is just kind of going sideways right now. Like we went up and now we're just moving sideways. We're consolidating. And consolidation leads to moves or to rip ups or rip downs. So hopefully we get the rip up. It is really struggling in this area. I knew 125 was going to be kind of tough. I mean, maybe that's what's kind of holding it up. But it looked like we got through it pretty easy back here, so that's why I got in. I really did not expect 130 to be this much of an issue. I really didn't. I mean, I guess it's kind of testing 125 still at the same time. But we've had a couple of candles above 125, so you'd think it wouldn't. I don't know. Like I said, this week is going to be wacky. This Fed meeting and Halloween and everything else. Predictability is not going to be the best. Not at all. So we're cracking that trend line a little bit. But we could see this back down to the VWAP one more time. And that may be right here. Yep. Need this VWAP to hold up. We'll go ahead and remove this trend line. So yeah, we need that VWAP to hold up here. And if we could get one more little build up, because it's still building higher lows. So if we get one more build up, maybe we get that break. We are starting to kind of curl this way though, which is not good. I probably should have. I should really stick to my main strategy of waiting for U-shapes or triangles. This may get me in trouble today. I'm a little gung-ho, so I kind of went out of the strategy. And I do not like the pattern that's forming right now. I mean, we do have the higher lows, but if this keeps curling like this, then we're going to get like a reverse U-shape type of thing, which could lead to a big crash. We just need this VWAP to hold up and some more higher lows to form. Maybe get this break. Man, I'm really not feeling great right now about this play. Not at all. Need to see it get back above 125 and start building back again here. Sell at 126. Just take a small loss on the day, call it a day. I could get out. I could wash my hands of this play. But I want to give it a little bit more of a chance. As long as we're building higher lows and we're staying off the VWAP, I'm all right holding. But we need to start building up if this does not build up soon. You may be right, George. It may not break 130 today. And we're really testing the VWAP here. Need this VWAP to hold up here. Very sketchy. Ooh, big drop down. Big crack of the VWAP there. I'm going to give this half a second to come back up a little bit more. Try to minimize this loss as much as possible. And we may not get it. I'm going to get out. I'm going to be safe and get out. It's not that safe, but that's too big of a crack of the VWAP for me. So yeah, $60 loss. Halfway expected this week. Yeah, I think I got out. 115. A lot of buyers at 115. So that's what I was feeling. I felt that coming. So that's not great on a small account. It's a little bit of not a good loss, but I'm not willing to risk any more than that. And this stock is just struggling. So yeah, I had to get out. I couldn't hold anymore. Not with that big of a red candle. Because we're starting to get this curl around, and that's exactly what I was saying back here. Is if this starts curling around, it's going to have a big drop. And that was the pattern forming that I did not like to see. So I'm a little gung-ho. I shouldn't be as gung-ho as I am with the market conditions. Our market conditions this week are not good. I should have known better. But it is what it is. We'll make this back. Down a little bit. I really should have waited for this to see if it came down under the VWAP. I need to stick to that pattern and that strategy. Today, I didn't really have a pattern. I was just trying to play the break at 125 because I thought it would move. But the rest of this small account challenge, I'm going to have to be smart. I'm going to stop doing this. I've got to wait for patterns to form. Because this loss could have been avoided very easily if I would have just waited for a pattern. Because if you look at this, there is no pattern. There is no pattern right through here at all. I mean, we have some higher lows, a little bit of a trend line, but really not much of a pattern. And that's not what I teach. I don't teach doing that. That was not a good entry. The whole thing was just sloppy on my part. Because you'll get the wins a lot more consistent if you stick to the strategy of looking for the U-shapes and triangles under the VWAP. See, now if we would have waited and watched this form, we could have started maybe looking for a U-shape here or something like that. Should have waited for all this nonsense to happen, and then we could have probably got a good entry. Maybe. So that's the lesson. We need to let things play out a little bit more. Because looking at it now, 125 is holding this up. Yes, this week you should definitely take quick, small profits. I mean, I wasn't looking for that much. I was only looking for 135. I said the stock was up at 150. So I didn't think I was trying to get that much. I didn't think 135 was going to be a problem, but you can see here, this whole area, at 125, 130 area is some resistance. I'm right back up here to 125. Excuse me. So I'm going to give this a couple minutes, see what it does. Just for knowledge. to see what this market can actually do right now with it being, what's going on here? Oh, it's a reverse stock split. Okay. Let's look around real quick, see if we have anything else moving. But yeah, from now on, I'm gonna stop being sloppy. I've been sloppy. I will admit that. I've not been sticking to the plan or the strategy, and it's cost me. It's cost me some money. Had pretty good momentum on the small account, and I should have been a lot more careful. Because now I've slowed down. I've slowed momentum. I need to pick that back up. So I'll probably definitely be back Thursday. I'll have to wait for my funds to settle tomorrow. We may look for a trade Thursday. We may not. I think Thursday's Halloween, actually. So we may see what happens Thursday. I may not take a trade. Because right now, the way this market is acting, probably your best bet is to wait until next week. Because there's just so many things going on with this. We're right back up to 127 again. So that was a quick washout. Oh, if this comes up and breaks 130 right here, this is what I'm talking about with the market conditions. They're unpredictable. And it looks like it, yeah, now it's going to break. And right there to 135, where I was saying, where I wanted to sell. Oh my God, guys. This is exactly what I was just saying. This market is unpredictable right now. Like I said, I had a bad entry, but still, this could have easily happened back here. Instead, we get a VWAP crack, and then it wants to go on this run. That's why I wanted to see what it was going to do. Because I really felt like 135 was not that big a deal. Some days in the stock market, they just make me very, very angry. No, I'm not that angry. It's fine. I just hate being right on a play and then getting scared out of it because of a quick dip like this. This may see 150 now with that move there. If this continues to go sideways right here, the pain in my brain. So let's look at. Oh man, let's look at the calendars here. Yeah, Thursday is Halloween, so we may not trade Thursday. I'll probably live stream, but yeah, no, I know I could have lost more. You can always lose more, but the point that I was right on this getting up to 135 is what annoys me. It annoys me that I knew where the stock was going, and I got scared out because of that stupid candle. Look at this, guys. I said this morning I was leaning towards NAVB. Well, good deal. So yeah, I'll probably live stream Thursday, but I don't know if I'm gonna make a trade. This type of predictability, this is where it gets tricky. Because this should have happened back here in a hot market. This it's just craziness. In a hot market, you've got the higher lows building up to 130. So we should have a break there for this run up. Instead, we had this weird little crashy moment, and then it came around. This was a very quick under the VWAP play, but if I would have been smart and stuck to my strategy, right here would have been the entry for this re-break of the VWAP. We've got a little, what does that look like right here, guys? What does that look like? Somebody tell me? Triangle. That looks like a perfect Dorito to me. There's a perfect Dorito chip triangle under the VWAP with the build up to the VWAP with the break. That is my strategy. That's where I should have entered. I was sloppy. But either way, I still think that we could have at least tested 135 or 130 back here. Got to that 130. Oh well. It is what it is. Next week's going to be a hot week. I have a feeling. First week of November, traders are going to be excited and ready for that. For those big runners that always come with November. So next week should be pretty good. But we just got to stick to the strategy. No veering away from the strategy. One Life, did you get in on that? But this is why discipline is so important in the stock market. If you stay disciplined, then you can stay consistent. When like I've just been so undisciplined so far on the small account challenge. My entries have been kind of crazy, and I'm going to stop doing that. Because this could have been an easy win. This little triangle right here into the VWAP, this could have been an easy win. Entry around 122 to sell at 135. Could have been an easy win. And I jumped the gun. I just jumped the gun. I'm not going to blame it on the stock market. Conditions are crazy and unpredictable for the most part, but this loss was really my fault. It wasn't the market's fault. It's never the market's fault. If you take a loss, it's because you did something wrong. And I know what I did wrong. I know clearly what I did wrong. Well, let's see, is anything else going on? Nope. NAVB was the play today. It was the play. What's up, 70%? That's still not a big gainer. Let's see something. I had a new scanner parameters that I worked on. Let's see, personal, what was it? Forgot what I named it. Pre-market scan. What's it called? I don't know what I called it. Trying to find this one scanner. Pre-market. I think it's this one. Nope, it's not that one. That's the same one I just clicked. Personal. Huh. So, okay, all I did was add one thing, so I just added stock. Okay. I'm just trying something out here. Interesting. So, I need to save it. Save. Okay. Personal. There we go. All right. Now I want to see. Care about that. Care about that. Percent change. There's a lot of ways you can make scanners on Thinkorswim. That's one reason why I love Thinkorswim. Oh, actually, let's take BidNask off. We got last. So this is what I wanted to see here. ILAS. Come on. $0.05 to 7 cents. Come on. There we go. CLTY. Nothing there. Okay. So this scanner is not that bad. It's looks like it's about the same as this one. There's some different stocks in this one though. I don't know. Anyways, I was just doing a little experimenting there with the scanners. Sometimes I feel like I miss some things, or I miss like one stock for some reason. Bit of a trend line forming on this, but yeah, just wanted to do that. Small loss on the 6th day of the small account challenge. I'm 4 for 6. Started off hot, started off real good, and then I've just made some stupid trades. The last two trades were not the best. So we're gonna turn things around here. Maybe not Thursday. Like I said, Thursday is gonna be sketchy with Halloween. So we'll see what the market conditions are like, and if we find something nice and safe to get into, nice and predictable, with a predictable pattern that fits the strategy, then we will look to get into that. I keep going off book. I keep going rebel and not using my strategy, and that's gonna cause me to take more losses. So I really need to stick to the strategy. I'm gonna try to be more disciplined so I can show you guys the right way. Because right now I'm showing you the wrong way, and I don't like that. So we are going to come back Thursday, see what's going on. If we can't find anything good Thursday, be ready for Monday next week, because should be really hot. Should be a really hot week, and we should be able to get some really big trades in. Some good profits. So yeah, that's it, guys. I think I'm gonna call it. Got a lot of editing to do for some videos, so if you guys got any questions, I'll give you a few minutes here to get those questions in. This is just a bad play on my part. A bad entry, anyway. The trade was right. I was right about this trade, but my entry was bad. And you gotta look for those good, predictable entries. It's so important. Like, this is so predictable right here. This little triangle into the VWAP. Yeah. Yeah, I need to trust my instincts. I've just gotta stay disciplined, guys. I just get too excited, and I gotta stay disciplined and control my emotions. It happens. It happens sometimes. Like, day trading is hard enough. It's nerve wracking as it is, but being live on camera for everyone else to see is even more nerve wracking. So that's why I have a lot of I have a hard time controlling my emotions, because it's like double the emotions trying to day trade and do it live. Because I'm not a robot. I need to be a robot, but I'm not a robot. So yeah, if there's not any more questions, we will be back Thursday. Learn from my mistakes, though, guys. If there's one thing that you can do, is learn from this mistake. I'm gonna learn from it. So you guys learn from it. Don't make the same mistakes I make. That's why I'm doing this, so you guys can see both sides. I'm not showing all the good trades and no bad trades. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show the bad trades just as well. I'm not ashamed to be human. Good. I'm glad it helps. I'm glad it helps. And we'll get this account moving. We'll get the small account moving and really get it in November. We'll try to grow that account quite a bit in November. Because this is all I need to do is just stay disciplined, and this account will grow. All right. If we don't have any questions, guys, appreciate you joining the stream. Learning some lessons, some hard lessons. We'll be back Thursday. See what the market's like. If you guys have any questions, you can just hit me up on Facebook and Instagram. Should be some more videos coming out this week. Then the day 4. Why is SES moving? Is it popping up? I don't even see it anywhere. on any of the scanners. Oh, wow. Yeah, SCS, big move. Big move. From 556 to 728. Why does that not pop up on my scanner, though, I wonder? On any scanner. What is going on there? Huh. Whoops. See, that's why I'm experimenting with scanners, because sometimes I feel like Thinkorswim scanners will miss a thing or two here. Like, they'll just miss stuff. But why it's moving, I can tell exactly why it's moving. We had this huge run up to 26, and then slowly been fading off. Dropped below the 9 EMA, and then it hit the 200 moving average, which back here, if you look, the 200 moving average held the stock up here. It was resistance. Old resistance turned into new support. So this is a bounce. This is a bounce off of that old resistance. Because SCS, I think, had a good press release on its initial run, 1014. Well, if I can find the press release, if there was a press release, maybe there wasn't a press release. So I traded BIMI, so I didn't trade SES. Oh, there it is. Yeah, acquisition news. They had an acquisition press release. So acquisitions are always a good thing, and this is the first initial hype from day traders and everybody else. And so now that it's all that hype has died off for that acquisition, now you have this bounce off of here. All these sellers are out, the shorters are out. So now the people who believe in the company are like, okay, this stock should be worth more than 556 or whatever this moving average is at, 575. Like this stock is worth more than that. So this is a great buy for us. We love this company, so they get in there, and you have this initial run up, and then probably some day traders caught it on some scanners, and now it's getting pushed up again. So it's just a late continuation. Once all them sellers got out of there and shorters, just have a bounce play. Let's see, what are your expectations? My goal for November is to grow the account to probably at least 2,000. I'm aiming for 3,000 by the end of November, but at least 2,000. And that's the thing with the small account challenge is you're starting out with such little bit of money, so your trades are you're not going to gain any major profits most likely. I mean, it is possible. But you kind of got to get it going. It's hard at first because you don't have that much to trade with. But once you start growing it, and once you get up to like 3,000-4,000 range, then you can start seeing a lot bigger consistent profits, and the account will grow a lot faster. It's just like an old car or something. You got to get it started up first and warmed up before you can take off. So that's the point we're at. We've got to get it started. And October's been wacky. We had one good week of 100%, 500% gainers. And then last week was just kind of eh. And then this week is a lot going on, so it's weird. So October's not been that good of a month, really. So November, like I said, it's always pretty hot. And it usually carries over into December and even maybe January. So I'm expecting the goal is to try to get it like I said, the 3,000 by the end of November, and then maybe 5,000 by the end of December. It's pretty seems like a pretty high goal, but I think it's doable. And then January, hopefully get to that 10K, 15K mark, and then maybe February be at the 25K mark. That sounds crazy, but like I said, the bigger the account gets, the bigger the profits are going to get. So it's going to grow faster. You know, we're scaling up as we go, so that's going to be the key to it, to grow it faster. But I mean, still 700 to 25K, and that'd be like what, 5 months, 4 months? Be pretty good. The best months. Well, November's always hot. I always like November. And December's usually pretty hot. But December can be kind of back and forth. It just kind of depends on what's going on. But November, December is usually pretty hot. January stays usually still pretty hot. The pot stocks are usually revved up by then, and sometimes crypto is revved up in January, so you get a lot of crypto plays. In February, it's just kind of eh. And then March, April, May are usually not bad. They're just like, it could go either way. It could be a good day. It could be a bad day. Uh, June, July, August are, well, I'll say June and July. June and July can be hot, but you can have some off weeks because, that's a heavy vacation time. So a lot of traders, excuse me, if they're going on vacation through the summer, then a lot of volume can be out of the market. So it's kind of hit or miss in the summertime. And then August, September is usually pretty slow. And then October, it's kind of that month where it's starting to rev up. So I mean, it's really hard to say exactly because there's so many different variables when it comes to the market. This year, since Trump's been in office, it's been kind of interesting because when he tweets things, it causes the market to do things. So you kind of got to account for that. And then we've had this Chinese trade war going on, which has kind of made the markets weird. So it just kind of depends, on a lot of different things. What months are the best? But normally November, no matter what, is hot. I'll be really surprised if November's not hot. So you just gotta kind of fill things out. With November coming up, you will see a change from the way the market has been this week and last week. The first week of November, we'll see a change. It will be hot, and there should be some type of trend to it too. Like I said, shippers usually start moving in November. GLBS, Ship, Tops, and they've been getting a little attention, but it could be something else. All I know is usually in November the low float stocks in this price range really start moving. And January is usually hot because of tax returns. Traders get their tax returns, they're excited. They're ready to go and trade their tax returns. I was thinking that when I was talking about January, and I just didn't say it. So yeah, you guys got any more questions? We'll get into them. See, NavB got right up to 140. This is SES still moving up. Yeah, SES still moving up all the way up to $8. Hmm. Big move on this play. But I mean, it ran a lot last week or the week before last. I think it was the week before last. Yeah. It moved a lot, so this stock can move. At this time of year, too, there's going to be a lot of pump and dumps. It happens a lot. Because when the penny stock world gets hot, you have a lot of new traders, a lot of chat rooms full trying to make money, so you'll get a lot of pump and dumps. And there was a lot of them yesterday. Yesterday was really pumpy. Today, not so much, but we had some good press. What did VLRX ever do? Nothing. Never got any volume. It's not a surprise. Yeah, NavB was the play, and now SES seems to be the play. Yeah, so that's it, guys, for the questions. We'll go ahead and call it. Take a chill day here tomorrow, and then be back Thursday. Try to get our Halloween candy early. Try to get it from the stock market. Play trick or treat with the stock market. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me. And we'll see you Thursday. Y'all have a good rest of your day.